One of the things that I definitely want to talk about is someone was asking me the other day if I thought that this was like the next wave of like fentanyl, like abuse, or fentanyl, like the Kratom was going to be the next fentanyl. And I,
In what way?
in terms of healthcare crisis, or in terms of an epidemic that's going on. And I think if you had asked me 2 months ago, I would have been like, no, not a big deal, right? But since I just saw 3 or 4 patients in the hospital in this last week on Kratom, I'd be like, oh, I don't know, right? It seems to be going in an upswing, right? It's has not led to any deaths yet.
I was about to ask.
So that's where it completely differs, right? But the dependency is there, and it's a dependency in such a way that it's so uncomfortable to come off of that it's easier for people to continue buying it and spending money on it than to actually come off of it, unless you go and seek treatment, right? And like, it almost sounds like the perfect drug, right? You're no longer getting the relief from it. All you're getting from it is like, okay, I'm not having these terrible symptoms of withdrawal anymore, right? So I keep doing it because I'm not like in this restless leg. Like because of HIPAA, I cannot take pictures of these patients that are like doing it, right? But like, if you saw this guy, right? Like, he was just like this for like 4 hours straight, right? He just could not stop moving.
Do you think that there is a neurological thing that you could point to that's are these seizures, or is it?
No, this is a dopamine dysregulation that's happening.
Explain that.
So
how does that translate into the shaking?
The dopamine is responsible for movements, right? So a dopamine deficiency, like a true Parkinson's disease, leads to like the rest tremor and the shaking. So dopamine has multiple effects inside of the body, right? It's not just for motivation, right? And mood. Like, one of the biggest components of it is movement, right? So all like the restless leg that they're getting is all related to a dopamine dysregulation. And so as they're like moving around and writhing and all of those things, right? It's because that entire system has gone wacky.
Is that the same with opiate withdrawal? Is it the dopamine? Oh,
that's when you're getting the restless leg stuff. Yeah. So, but the stomach cramping and the diarrhea inside of the gut, that's a pure opioid receptor.
Right.
Yeah.
Same with the sweats and the tearing.
Same with the sweats and the tearing. Yep. And the goosebumps, right? But the restless leg and the creepy crawlies inside of those, that's all dopamine.
So there, I imagine there's like a wide variety of symptoms that you're seeing. What is like the level of like lowest severity that that you've seen somebody come in for, and then like the highest severity? So
the lowest severity is I can't stop. I feel uncomfortable when I am coming off of it, and I'm taking like 50 milligrams.
And what would the treatment be?
I put you on phenobarbital for like 3 days, and then you're done.
And they're done.
Then they're done. Yeah.
No.
They might have some protracted withdrawals afterwards, but I'm trying my best not to put you on Suboxone for 3 days. But like, I do put some patients on Suboxone for 3 days, but I'm trying my best not to treat you with something that I have to discharge you with, or that's something that's going to last a little bit longer. So I usually just do phenobarbital for 3 days, and then do a 2 or 3 day taper of Suboxone. Right, while you're in the hospital.
Suboxone for Kratom.
Yeah, but that's only because I'm trying to get the opioid like effect to the mu receptor to help out with that side of it, right?
Okay.
You could probably get through it on your own without it, but when they come into the hospital, right, they're like, everyone's giving them Suboxone, so I can't not give them Suboxone. I would ideally not do it, but it does help some patients.
Well, I mean, Suboxone is really good at what it does.
Yeah. I mean, it's a long-acting mu opioid receptor. So, I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't be an issue. It doesn't. The one thing about it is that it doesn't displace the 7-hydroxymitragynine. So you know how when like you're taking fentanyl and you take the fentanyl too early, or you take the Suboxone too early,
it ejects everything.
It ejects everything out. This doesn't do that.
Why?
So, because I think they're both partial agonists.
So it's like, you take that half and I'll take the other half?
Yeah. Or like, oh, like you're on there too. Okay, great, right? I'll hang out too.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one, like with the fentanyl, right? It's full on. and then you're knocking it off.
Okay. Okay, so then that's like the low side of it. What would the extreme side of it be? Like where you're seeing them come in, and then how do you treat that, and how long is the withdrawal?
So that one is I've got you on phenobarbital, I've got you on Depakote, I've got you on Suboxone after like the second day or so. I've got you a Precedex, I got you on a Precedex strip. And then if that doesn't work, then I'm giving you like diazepam. But like I'm trying not to. Right. So like the escalation is if the phenobarbital doesn't cover it, then we go to the Precedex. If the Precedex doesn't cover it, then we go to the diazepam. And that's the stepwise process.
Yeah. So you are calming them down and then relaxing the muscles. And then if that doesn't work, then you're giving them an anti-anxiety as well.
Yeah. Yep. And then usually that lasts about 2 days. I mean, it is bad, right? Like, I mean, I don't know if there's got to be something on like YouTube where there's people like some video of someone withdrawing from Kratom on YouTube. But
that's interesting.
We'll look it up, and if there is, we'll post it inside of here, just to like link it together.
Yeah.
But it's uncontrollable restlessness that goes on.
So the withdrawal symptoms, like the acute withdrawal symptoms, are fairly short.
Yeah, if they're treated.
Yeah.
Right, but it's so uncomfortable that it could go on for like 4 or 5 days if left untreated.
Okay.
Right? Or what people are doing is that they're taking a low dose of it, right? Really hoping that it will help them out, right? Instead of taking the 600, they're like, I'll just take the 200 today. That just prolongs it, right?
Right.
Because you have to go through the withdrawal at some point.
Yeah. So this is not like a taper type drug. So there's a lot of drugs that you can taper to curb the withdrawals, and then eventually, like if you had a good enough taper regimen, you would never have a withdrawal symptom. This isn't one of those.
I think every drug that we abuse, right, could have a solid tapering schedule.
Okay.
Right. I mean, even alcohol, like the beer plan that I found online when I was trying to quit would have worked exceptionally well had I been able to keep to that beer protocol.
For sure.
Right. The problem is that inside of the Kratom protocol, you have no idea what you're getting each time.
Wow.
So if you took it and if you didn't have the same quantity or even the same manufacturer, the different runs can have different dosings inside of those runs because none of it's standardized. Right. So like let's say I bought this packet and it was, Obey brand Kratom, right? From this store over here. And then I bought Obey brand Kratom from this store over here. They may have different quantities of Kratom inside of it because none of it's regulated.
That's
so you would never be able to do a taper off of it because you have no idea what's inside of it.
Right. Yeah. So that is one of the majorly dangerous things around these underground labs and underground drugs, because there is no oversight as far as the manufacturing of the drug. And what you will see, and you still see this in pharmaceuticals even with the chocolate chip cookie effect, of when they're mixing the drug, there will be a pocket.
Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. That's what it's called?
Yeah.
A chocolate chip cookie effect.
Yeah.
Okay, where like one cookie gets more chocolate chips than the other one
does?
One
part of the cookie gets more chocolate chips in it. And so you will have a massive effect. And so with like FDA approved drugs and like pharmaceutical companies, they do have a much more, they have a stringent
standardization, like they have
quality,
and they have to run through, and so you're getting the active ingredient, and then you're getting a whole bunch of like adders and fillers into it, right? But the adders and fillers have to be in a certain quantity and a certain percentage, and they can like take any pill off the run and say it has to be the same as this, right? And it runs within a plus or minus like 5%, right? Whereas this one, who knows?
It can massively vary from
one pill
to pill.
Could be nothing, right?
Within the same batch.
Same batch.
Yeah.
Right? Because who's looking at it? Who's controlling it?